Like we kicked off the year in January and you had all these goals that you were going to accomplish, right? Maybe you were going to lose 15 pounds. Maybe you were going to get a raise at your job. Maybe you were going to spend more time with the kids. Maybe you were going to cuss less. Maybe you were like, whatever it was. You had all these plans for 2017. And some of you maybe accomplished some of those, but I'm guessing a lot of you did not accomplish a lot of those different things, right? So just right here, I want you to just take your own inventory. I don't want you to like call yourself out of, oh, nope, didn't accomplish any of those. Hi, Auntie Evie, how are you? No, I did not accomplish any of those things, but I want you to just think about it yourself. Like what did you commit to and where are you at on those? But I would like you to share, what things did you actually accomplish? What's up, Richard? Thank you for joining us. We're sharing on here what's something that you accomplished from your New Year's goals 2017 in this year and some forward progress that you've made over the last year. And actually, I'm gonna give you a second to do that. Ready, set, go. Do you guys know how to write on your, like while you're on your phone or your computer? So you have to actually like push the button and then you can do like 800 hearts and stars. That's my favorite part of doing like videos. And you're up for a minute.
Oh, let me borrow the cat ears. Hi, everybody.
Ta-da! See how we do that? Oh my God, it wants me to tag you in this video. That is creepy.
That's because I'm wearing the ears.
I
had one that was just...
That's creepy. Sam Hall, what's up, buddy? That's interesting. Okay, so you're sharing, I haven't seen you guys share much, but about what you accomplished last year from your last year's goals this year. And my guess is that I'm not seeing a lot of posts because you're like, oh man, well, I wanted to lose 15 pounds. I didn't, I gained 5. I wanted to, get a raise in my job, but I'm kind of stagnant in it. I wanted to, whatever it is, like life just happens, right? You're like, I don't know, like a year passed, another year passed, and where am I at this point? And if I had goals, why am I not there? Casey, how are you? Good to see you. So we were just chatting with the team, not directly about our 2017 goals, but we were talking about where our businesses are and where they're going and where they're not going and where are we getting stuck, right? Because most people get stuck and they get stuck a bit in a state of complacency or mediocrity, which we've used those words before, right? Of just like, I'm just here and I don't know what else to do about it. And then we try to create solutions. Some of us do. Some of us just think, this is all that I got. This is what my life's about. And like the team, honestly, we were really diving into the fact that, guys, you only get one life to live, right? Like this is it. I mean, I know I'm a cat and you think I have 9 lives, but I don't, and 9, she says no. We just took an inventory and we don't think that's true. So this is all you get. So what happens in 15 years from now when you look back at 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, and the same thing happens over and over and over again. I love watching from King Supers. What's up, Minerva and Joe? Hello, my favorite. So if you keep on the exact same path that you're on right now, where are you going to end up at some point? And then this is like this is like my I'm pumping up the team, right? Like we're getting motivated, and I'm like, because then you're gonna die. That's how my team meetings go. If you guys want to join the team, join my meetings. They're great, right, Ann?
Really good.
Then we're good. Like this is the cycle of life. So knowing and like really connecting with the fact that there's only one life to live and at some point it's going to be over, are you going to look back and are you going to be like, man, I nailed those last 15 years? Or are you going to be like, what was I doing? What was I doing all of 2017? I had all of these goals to accomplish in 2017. What was I doing? What excuses was I making? What steps backwards was I taking? Instead of progressing forward every single time, what kept holding me back and pushing me the other direction? And I'm guessing that a lot of us put up so many different excuses, create so many realities for ourselves that aren't really a reality. It's just our own reality that we're processing in our head, right? And why is that? So we were discussing the fact that, what's up, Justin? Hi, Rachel, how's it going? That we end up creating, we try to create solutions at the very end. It's like, so here's us and here's a target, and we're trying to create the end target of how that's going to happen. For us, a lot of times it's like we'll create systems. Okay, so we're going to go out and we're going to do this and we're going to do this and we're going to do this, and we're going to go to this meeting and we're going to go to this thing to get pumped up, and then we're going to take this seminar and we're going to read this book. And it's all about trying to find the word that I wanted to dive in today, and it's about trying to find your obsession. And the funny thing is that after all of this conversation, we were saying that even though we want to just create this like magical tool at the end that's going to make you lose 15 pounds and it's going to have you, elevated in your job and make you a better parent. It's like, oh yeah, if I just join that course, or if I hang out with that person, or I have this group, whatever that is, that all of a sudden it's going to happen. Hi Priscilla, what's up Jennifer? You think that that's going to be the solution, right? But in all actuality, you're gonna fail if you don't find some sort of obsession with that. You can start off with a habit, you can start off with like a decision to a habit, but if you don't get obsessed about it, something's gonna get in your way and you're gonna be like, easy out, I'm done, like I can't do it. Like, yep, you know what, I said I was gonna work out every day, but my kids were sick today, so I guess I can't. So easy out, check that off the list, don't have to do it anymore. Oh, yep, like I was gonna change my job, but now I realize that I have another bill for gymnastics over here, so now I can't really make a job change, so I'm just gonna be complacent and stay right where I'm at because it's too hard to go after that. We put up so many roadblocks that aren't really there. Like it could be a pebble in the road, a little baby pebble. I'm like, I don't know if I want to step over that pebble today. Like, I don't know if I'm into like lifting my like leg up that high. What if I trip and stumble? Like it seems like it's gonna be hard. Maybe I just don't want to. Like, and create complete excuses because we're not starting at the beginning and fixing what we really need to fix. Go for it, girl. And we're about to make another shake, you guys. What flavor is that? The good old classic bees knees we're having over here, you guys. Pineapple orange deliciousness. Sorry, Russ, I left, but I'm back now. In cat ears, as it turns out, so this video is even better. So, going back to, starting at the beginning of the problem, if instead we're looking for all of these solutions to get us motivated, you guys, the reason we're not motivated, I'm like out of sync, is because we're not obsessed with whatever we're going after. So if you're trying to falsify your intentions of wanting to do something, you haven't found the right thing yet. You haven't found your obsession, because when you really grab onto something, and it's like this decision of obsession, I feel like it comes together. What's up, Sarah? How are you? So bringing your decision and obsession together, it makes it so that that pebble in the road doesn't matter anymore. You see the pebble, F the pebble, you don't care. You're gonna jump over it, you're obsessed. You see a boulder, F the boulder, you're gonna jump over it. You see a mountain, F the mountain, like you're gonna go over it, because there's nothing that can stop you, because you're so internally obsessed with the idea that you've created that you will absolutely find success, because you've told yourself that absolute is the only ending. It is a no matter what. It's not a what if or maybe or could possibly be. It's a no matter what. So in looking at obsession, so I did a post yesterday, right? That the lazy call the word, people that are, the lazy call the people that are dedicated obsessed. I'm not really sure how it went. It kind of made sense, kind of didn't, but whatever. That's what I want to talk about today, so it's perfect. Point of that is that a lot of people see the word of obsession as not a good word. Like they're like, oh man, she's totally obsessed. Like, do you ever hear people talk crap about people who are motivated at all? Shelly, what's going on, girl? Because I do. They're like, she's always working, or she's always going after her goals. Oh my God, she's always dreaming. Like she's always thinking bigger. She always wants more. She's like and it's. I think that it happens because people have a sense of failure. Like, we don't want to fail, right? We don't want to feel bad. We don't want our egos to be damaged. And when I personally, I don't know if you guys are like this, but personally for me, when I see somebody else who's killing the game, who's rocking it, who's running after a goal I'm running after, and they're doing better than me, I make myself feel a little bit bad, because I want to be doing what they're doing. Like I'm regretting a little bit much that I'm not putting as much effort in. Does that make sense? So like, just take maybe somebody and their fitness journey or their weight loss journey. When I see somebody who's like killing it, like legs are perfect, like they've got all their stuff going on, like man, maybe they're taking some steps that I'm not taking. I can choose to either be frustrated by that, and probably what most people do is talk a little bit of crap, like, oh, she lives in the gym, oh, all she does is this, like, oh, like choose to put them down, instead of, why am I so light now? Still in my cat outfit. Instead of actually see, we've got some people like this. This is what we do. It's human nature, Heidi. Like, that's what happens. Instead of saying, okay, she's doing it, why can't I? Like, why is she not making an excuse? Why is she going, like, she has the same pebble in the road that I have. Or we'll do this. We're like, oh no, she's got it easier than me. She doesn't have kids. She doesn't have whatever. I'm going to make every excuse that I can for myself of why I can't do it. Zul, get in here and see us. I said your name like it is on Facebook, so we would love that. So some people, that's what they do. They're going to put down the people around them. And the true problem is that you're not obsessed yet. You haven't found the internal obsession with reaching and achieving your goals. And maybe it's because you don't fully believe that they're possible. Whoa, I'm just getting really lit up here and it's wigging me out. That's better. There we are. Whoa. Okay. So, oh, you try to work harder. So Heidi, I'm with you. See how this is what I talk and then I get the other side of it. So Heidi's saying like she sees somebody else who's killing the game, that's getting goals, and instead uses it as an inspiration and a motivation to fire her up to do more. Is that what you would say? That would be the transition, which is an incredible thing to have because it can help you find your continued obsession with something because you're motivated by seeing that outside factor. But here's the point. Is that, what's up, Misty, is that we have to find whatever's internally going to keep us going because we can't rely on everybody else to do it for us, right? Yeah, inspiration, exactly. We can't rely on what everybody else is doing to bring us to the next level. So if something's not going right in your life, I'm going to wrap this up in a couple minutes. If something's not going right, if you look back, this is where we started today, look back at your goals for 2017. You had whatever goal that was there. Did you accomplish it? Did you not accomplish it? Write down, and literally you guys, if you don't look at it, you're never going to know where you were at and where you're going. It's just like writing your goals, right? Like reviewing what you accomplished is just as important as writing your goals. Because otherwise, what do you gauge? How do you know? So go back and look what you were going to do in 2017 and look what you did. And then how big of a gap is there? Like what else could you have done? What's up, Scott? To reach your goals a little bit more so. And when you see the gaps, ask yourself, where is my obsession lacking in this? Like, why am I not, it was 10 pounds. Maybe this year I need to get obsessed about it. Maybe this year I'm not just going to lose 10 pounds, but I'm going to do a warrior dash and a tough mudder and a freaking marathon. Like I'm going to be totally obsessed about this because that's the way to get results, right? Maybe it was a career switch. Maybe it was additional income. Maybe it was you're like me, you're an entrepreneur. You're making your own hours. You're making your own money. You're making your own decisions. You have to get obsessed about work, about success, about whatever you're running after in order to find the true success at the end of that, right? So obsession and passion can be hand in hand. Having both of those different things, obsession and passion. The people that are joining right now are like, why is she wearing cat ears and talking about obsession? I'm not sure, you guys. I think I'm obsessed with fun, so this all just started to happen. So welcome to my crazy world. Russ is writing his obsession down there, which is where, think about that because I want you guys to contribute that. If you can write what you're obsessed with on this feed, then you know that you're already that much closer than anybody else because you actually know what you're obsessed with. If you're like, I like a lot of things are cool. I kind of like to lose the 10 pounds. I kind of like to earn 6 figures. I'd kind of like to be the best parent. It would be cool if I could pay for my kids to go to sports, but I'm not obsessed with it. Right? Then there's a gap that you need to work on closing if you want to see results. You don't need to do anything. But if you want to see results, if you want to see a change, then that's going to be something that you're going to want to work towards. So this is my takeaways from today. Juan, what's going on is number one is that take obsession. If that's been a bad word, if that's a curse word in your mind, if that's got the negative connotation, which we learned before in my last live video, if that's got a negative connotation for you, flip that upside down. Maybe pick up some Grant Cardone. Maybe pick up some, see you in a little bit, love you. Maybe pick up some Gary Van Zee. Who was our other author that we were just going to start to read? Burchard, right, Russ? Burchard. Which Brandon? Brendan Burchard. Somebody who's going to encourage you to see that being obsessed is okay. Not only is it okay, but it's going to bring you success. Right? So first, switch your mindset that that's good. Then the second thing would be don't knock other people who are they're obsessed. I'm sorry. Don't knock other people down because you're not willing to put in the work that they're putting in. Instead, either ignore it if you don't want to see it. Yes, ignore it if you don't want to see it, or choose to find your own obsession and start working harder, right? So figuring out these different things, and then figuring out, what do you really want to be obsessed with, right? So it's okay to be obsessed. Don't knock other people down who are obsessed. And then what do you want to run after this year? You only have 20 some more days to create your New Year's resolutions for 2018. Is it going to be another year of failed New Year's resolutions? I wasn't even planning to talk about New Year's, but then that just happened because it's just natural. Plus, this cat ears made me want to talk about it. So what's going to happen for you in the next 12 months? And when you're in this situation in 2018, are you going to be looking back and actually writing things that were successful? Because in the beginning of this, I asked you guys to write down anything that you accomplished that you said you were going to set out to do in 2017 that you actually accomplished. And I didn't get a whole lot of posts. I don't know if I got any posts on that, because you might be like, well, I didn't actually accomplish those things. So how can we switch that this year? How can you realize that it's okay to be obsessed? And then to go back to the beginning of the song, which is my new favorite song, right? Think about that part. Like this really is, and maybe someday I'll break down the whole song because it's just so freaking perfect. I love every part of it. But looking at my life may be crazy. This is me personally. I get this from you guys all the time. Like, man, your life is crazy. You're so busy. You're so like whatever. And they almost like, I don't know if they feel sorry for me when they say it, but for me, my life is crazy because my lack of the lazy, like sitting around is just not my thing, has let me do shit that I love on the daily. See, I'm like a rapper, you guys, right? Like I am busy, I am crazy, I am traveling, I'm going, I'm coming, I don't know what's happening. Like, to me, my brain's already packed out through April of all the different things that I have, not because I have to, but because I get to, and because I want to, and because sitting around watching everybody else experience life would suck for me. That's not me. When I die in however many years or days or months or whatever that is, I don't want to look back and think, God, I am so happy that I sat around on the couch every Sunday. Like, I'm so happy I did that. Each one of us is totally different, right? Something else makes me happy than it makes you happy. I'm going to say, I'm so happy I took John on that trip to Europe on a whim. That was fun. Like, I'm so happy that I did that. I'm so happy that I decided to get out of my comfort zone and start speaking to people and serving others as much as I can. I'm so happy that I do crap like this, that like, it's not like, guys, putting on cat ears and talking to yourself in a room is really not that comfortable, but I learn from it, I grow from it, and I hope other people, like a couple other people, learn and grow from it. Whatever, right? There's a little bit of impact. That's all I'm looking for. Hi, Martina, do you like my outfit and my ears? They're nice, right? So, you know, finding something that you're so passionate about that becomes an absolute obsession is going to help you realize that lazy probably isn't your path. You're probably not passionate about being lazy. You're probably lazy because it's hard to get your butt up and get passionate about something. Think about that. That's it, you guys. I want to end with just having you guys share something that you're obsessed with. And if you're not, Martina, I tried to talk slower when you got on because I know I talk so freaking fast, and everybody else probably appreciates that too. So post something that you're obsessed with. And if you don't know something that you're obsessed with, post any sort of emoji to commit to the fact that you're going to at least work on finding your obsession. Because if you don't work on it, you're never going to find it. It's not going to land in your lap and just arrive and be like, you're obsessed with me. That's not the way that it works. Right? Something might be introduced to you, but you have to choose to open your eyes and actually see it and grab hold tight of it, like, right, and go after it. So those are the things for today. Happy Tuesday, you guys. Live video, cat ears and all. This has been great hanging out with y'all. And I gotta go rustle up some more lives, I suppose. I'm not really sure. Callie Carroll, signing out. Bye, guys.